Hello students, please follow along as I show you how to create this really fun festive winter landscape. This is a silhouette of a landscape and it's almost like a snow globe image. It's really simple. You don't need too many materials for this and it shouldn't take you too terribly long. So please follow along as you learn how to make this winter landscape using 2 pieces of 8x10 black construction paper, white oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, you can use chalk. You could use a white crayon, a white colored pencil would even work. You're going to need to draw an oval. If you have an oval tracer at home to trace, great. If not, just sketch an oval out. It doesn't have to be perfect. You'll also need scissors and glue. All right, follow along as we get festive into this winter season as we create a winter landscape. A landscape is a picture of outside. So a landscape can have other objects in it, like a house, a road, a fence, animals, but you are seeing those things from the perspective of outside. So it's not the inside image of a house. A landscape is an image of outside. And a silhouette is an outline of an object, any object. It could be people, it could be animals, it could be trees. And those things are really simplified and filled in solid black, typically against a lighter background. But for this project, we're doing the opposite. We have a really dark background, our black paper, and we're doing a silhouette using white. So you're going to be drawing your images, whether that's a tree, a snowman, a little log cabin, and you are then filling those images in solid white. All right, let's begin creating this winter silhouette. You're going to need 2 pieces of black construction paper. 8x10 is fine, or you can work a little bit larger if you prefer. You're going to take your first piece of black paper working horizontally, and you are going to sketch or trace an oval in the center. If you're sketching it, you might want to do it first with pencil and then outline it with oil pastel. But because I have a tracer, an oval tracer, I was able just to trace the oval with my oil pastel directly. All right, so I have my white oval in the center of my paper. And first step, you're going to draw a ground line. It can be a straight ground line. It can be a little wavy. If you would like a mountain scene, you could maybe put some mountains, but you're keeping it pretty simple. And then I'm going to fill in my ground solid white. Notice that the strokes of my oil pastel are going side to side. So our ground flows side to side. We don't want to have any vertical strokes. If you have up and down vertical strokes in there, it's not going to look as realistic. And then you're going to decide, and I'm just going right in with oil pastel, but if you would prefer to sketch this, get some ideas of what you would like to do, that might be a good idea. I've made this before, so I have some ideas in my mind. But once you know what kind of winter scene you want to create, then you're going to draw it with your oil pastel, or again, if you would like to do it first with pencil and then outline it all with oil pastel, that's a great option. So I've just decided to do like a little forest here. I'm doing several winter evergreens that overlap, different heights, trying to fill the space within that oval. So your winter landscape is staying within the oval. And again, you can be creative. You could do a log cabin. You could do a snowman. You could do mountains. There's a variety of different winter scenes you could look up. Feel free to Google winter landscapes to get some inspiration. And then remember, a silhouette is filled in solid white. So I'm filling in my trees solid white. If you have a snowman, you're filling that in solid white. You're not going to see the details. You're not going to see the eyes, nose, the buttons on the snowman. It's very simplified. If you're doing a log cabin, you're not going to see the bricks and all the details. It's filled in solid white. I've also chosen to add some snowflakes. In this previous example, I did more of like a star-shaped snowflake, and in this one, I did more of a polka dot. So you have some options. Be creative with your winter landscape. Once you're happy with your winter landscape, you're going to cut it out. So you're following the edge of your white oil pastel outline of that oval, and you're going to cut it out. After you've cut it out, you can set it aside. And then you are going to get your second piece of black construction paper, and you are going to come up with a simple pattern or design to put in the background. In my example there at the top with the snowman, you can see I sort of did a sort of grid-like checkerboard. I didn't fill in the checkerboard, but I could have. On this one, I'm doing just sort of a line burst from the center of my paper. You could do polka dots. So think about different creative patterns. You want to keep it relatively simple because the focal point of this artwork is your landscape in the center. So I want it to be too crazy busy in the background. You could do stripes. You could do like a chevron zigzag pattern in the background. It's your choice. Once you've completed your design on your background piece of paper, then you're going to take your glue stick or liquid glue, whatever glue you have available, and you're going to glue the back of your oval winter landscape and turn it over and stick it into the center of your patterned background. Press it down so the edges lay flat, and your artwork is complete. This is a fun and beautiful way to create a silhouette winter landscape. I hope you enjoyed this project. Can't wait to see what you came up with. Also, don't forget to check out the Google slide for step-by-step instructions, more project examples, and the grading criteria for this assignment.